There we go, fabulous. So a big welcome on this rather dreary day, but a warm welcome to our last Monday mindfulness session in September. So this is unbelievably the last day of September and becoming quite autumnal. So I thought it would be quite nice to share a heart-centered practice today. Especially as yesterday, the 29th of September, was World Heart Day. And the theme is use heart for action. So it's all about us taking responsibility for our own heart health, which, as well as diet and exercise, is about us finding ways to de-stress, to reduce anxiety, I guess, and to help to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breathing, reduce our blood pressure, increase our circulation, and lots of other health benefits as well. But the main benefits to our heart are the reduction in blood pressure, the improvement in our circulation, and lowering our heart rate when we're practicing meditation. So I just invite you to slow down, set an intention to pause for a little while this lunchtime, and settle in comfortably. And I'm just going to sound the bell. I've got a nice heart chakra bowl again today in the key of F, so I'm just going to share that with you as we begin, and just invite you to gently close your eyes or soften your gaze if that feels comfortable, and give yourself permission to arrive in this moment as you listen to the sound of the bowl. Lovely. So just beginning by settling in through the body, bringing your awareness to the surface below the body, feeling the support from wherever you're sitting or lying. And really allowing that surface to almost come up to meet your body. Allowing the body to rest into gravity here. And then being aware of the space around the body and how your body connects with that space. So perhaps you feel the sense of the air in the room against your skin. Or maybe you notice that you connect with the air around you as you breathe it in and out of your body. And you might also be aware of the sounds in the space around you too. So maybe just taking a moment to notice any sounds, perhaps in the space or maybe even from outside the space right now. And as we're arriving, we'll often notice thoughts coming and going. And that's okay, that's what our minds do. So we can just notice these thoughts instead of trying to block them or get rid of them. Just notice them passing through. And as we tune into the sounds, perhaps maybe one of the sounds we notice is the sound of our own breath. So we might notice the sound of our in-breath, perhaps as we breathe in through the nose. And the out-breath, maybe taking a nice slow breath out through the mouth. And another nice breath in through the nose. And releasing through the mouth. And one more breath in through the nose if that's comfortable. And releasing through the mouth. And then just allowing the breath to continue at its own natural pace here. And as we continue to arrive in this space, in this moment, again, maybe sending some warmth and friendliness to the whole being for being here. And we might send a tiny smile to ourselves to say thank you for being here, thank you for taking this time. And then we might send that smile around the body, so directing our awareness to the different parts of the body, maybe beginning with the top of the head and just having a check-in with any sensations that are present as we gently scan down through the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyes. Maybe we invite some gentle softening here if we notice tightness. Then taking awareness into the cheeks and the cheekbones, checking in with the jaw and the tongue, and just allowing softening without forcing anything to be different. We might just invite softening. Then sending a tiny 1% smile to the whole of the face and the head, and sending that down the back of the neck, breathing in and out of the head and the neck, and gently releasing any tensions, a little like the trees are releasing the leaves at the moment. And inviting that releasing to extend down into the shoulders. Breathing inside the shoulders, into the muscles and the tissues. And as you breathe out, releasing any tightness which you don't really need to bring with you right now. And extending that softening on into the arms, the wrists and the hands. And just checking in with your hands here, making sure that they are comfortable and supported and resting in a comfortable way for you. And just checking in with the whole of the back here. Maybe just taking a nice breath into the whole of the back. And as you breathe out, again releasing, imagining those leaves of tightnesses and tensions gently falling off. And then shifting your awareness around to the front of the body. Maybe just noticing any sensations in the front of the body. Perhaps the rise and fall of the breath. And sometimes as we settle, we might even notice the heart beating. Maybe if we've been quite active before we pause to rest, we might be aware of that. So resting awareness with that, if that's comfortable for you to do so. And then shifting awareness now into the sit bones. So bringing your awareness into the lower back, the pelvis, the buttocks, the upper legs, the thigh muscles and the hamstrings. Maybe taking a breath in here. And as you breathe out, just releasing the need for these muscles to do anything here, allowing them to soften, to have a bit of a rest. And then when you're ready, shifting awareness now into the knees and the lower legs, the fronts of the legs, the shins, and the softer backs of the lower leg, the calf muscles. And then taking attention into the ankles, down into the feet, just noticing the contact between the feet and wherever they're resting right now. Maybe they're supported by the ground below you, or maybe they're resting on something different. Just noticing any sense of temperature in the feet, any tingling, any energy, sensations present. Feeling into that connection between your feet and the earth below. And taking a nice breath into the legs and the feet here. And as you breathe out, releasing any tensions, just allowing the legs to rest here. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just resting. And then when you're ready, taking a breath now into the whole of the body, resting here. And breathing out, allowing the body to sink even 1% deeper here. And when you're ready, I just invite you now to bring awareness to the center of your body, wherever you feel that center may be. And just being aware of the energy here, or maybe the absence of energy. Just noticing what's present for you. And even if we aren't aware of our heart beating, we might know that our heart continues to pump energy around the body, even when we're sitting here resting. And if it feels right to you, you might direct a small 1% smile towards the heart to say thank you for beating. Thank you for beating while I'm asleep, while my mind is busy elsewhere. Thank you for supporting me in my activities. Thank you for keeping my body warm. And if it feels uncomfortable to rest awareness with the heart center, maybe just acknowledging that and sending yourself some friendly awareness. And perhaps it feels more comfortable to rest awareness with your breathing, if that's the case. So just allowing your attention to rest wherever it feels most comfortable at this moment. And I'm just going to share a poem with you here, which is called Heart Space, a meditation poem. And it was written by a mindfulness educator in Boston, a lady called Wendy Heckert. And I'm just going to read these words to you. and invite you to allow them to come and go into your awareness. I'll read them twice. It's often the second time we hear parts we didn't hear first time around. May you see that the crack in your heart is a way for your light to push on through. Know there is nothing broken. Your heart is simply opening to illuminate the beauty of your truth. Heart space, breathe, deep, listening. Heart space, breathe, release, listening. May you find the courage to rest in the unknowing, curiously aware of the moment unfolding, even as the mind gets lost in story after story. Perhaps you grasp onto anything because it feels as if the ground is moving. All the while you are standing still. Heart space, breathe, deep, listening. Heart space, breathe, release, listening. May you find time to sit at the altar of your heart, where your light reveals the shadows that lurk, with compassion as your guard, the breath as your guide. Take a closer look, be kind with what you find, and in due time, let them dissolve into your loving awareness. Heart space, breathe, deep, listening. Heart space, breathe, release, listening. So I'll just share it one more time. May you see that the crack in your heart is a way for your light to push on through. Know there is nothing broken. Your heart is simply opening to illuminate the beauty of your truth. Heart space, breathe, deep, listening. Heart space, breathe, release, listening. May you find the courage to rest in the unknowing, curiously aware of the moment unfolding. Even as the mind gets lost in story after story, perhaps you grasp onto anything because it feels as if the ground is moving all the while you are standing still. Heart space, breathe, deep, listening. Heart space, breathe, release, listening. May you find time to sit at the altar of your heart, where your light reveals the shadows that lurk, with compassion as your guard, the breath as your guide. Take a closer look. Be kind with what you find, and in due time, let them dissolve into your loving awareness. Heart space, breathe, deep, listening. Heart space, breathe, release, listening. So we'll just allow those words to settle, just resting your awareness wherever it feels comfortable for a few more moments. And then when you're ready, I just invite you to bring attention to the center of the chest one more time if that feels comfortable. And you may even like to place a hand or even both hands over the chest or the heart center, and maybe sending the warmth from the hands into the chest. And just sending some softening here. Breathing that warmth in, and as you breathe out, releasing any tensions, maybe challenges. We often hold a lot of challenging emotions in the chest, in the heart center. Maybe we can ask ourselves the question, do I need to carry this right now? Could I let go of this? Is this important? Or can I soften towards this? Maybe we can let go of a grudge, or maybe we can forgive ourselves for something we're being critical about. So just noticing if we can soften, even just by 1%. Sending that warmth into the heart center, around the whole of the body. And then one more time, breathing that warmth into the whole of your being. And as you breathe out, sending that warmth outwards into the world. And then when you're ready, bringing awareness now back into the whole of the body again, tuning into the sense of your body resting here. Bringing your awareness back into the space around you. Maybe you start to notice the sounds in the space where you are. And as you prepare to go onwards with the rest of your day, maybe having a think about how you can move forward with a little more peace into the rest of the day, to take these more peaceful qualities with you. And I'm just going to sound the bell and just invite you to gradually bring awareness back again into the space where you are as you listen to the sound of the bell.